What's up, everybody? It's Devious Matter here, and welcome back to the hardcore world. Today, there's a few things that we've changed from last time we've played. One, I downloaded a resource pack, forgot the name of it. Yes, AVPBR. I downloaded that, and it makes the dangerous people, the ones that I was informed of would kill me if I hit them. Thank you so much for that. My curiosity would have made me hit these guys, but it makes them super shiny, and it really just changes some aspects of the game. Like, my sword has a reflection in it, like you can see that torch over there. Don't know where that torch actually is, but if I keep turning this direction... I don't think it shows entities, but you can see the chests in the reflection of the sword and my mushrooms. I didn't know my mushrooms are ready. But it just adds a bunch of details to the blocks, like the blocks are now indented. So it's a parallel mapping resource pack, so it's super cool, and I'm a big fan of it. With that out of the way, I've basically kept up with my YouTube schedule for about a week, but I missed the upload on Wednesday last week, which was very unfortunate. That didn't end up happening. But another thing that we did while in between episodes, I got the windmill up. So I created it, I bred a bunch of sheep, I got the actual sails of... That's going to stay there forever. I hope that's going to bother somebody, but that's staying there. Until it doesn't. But, it's storming. Monsters. Oh, way. But yeah, I got the windmill sails or flags, whatever you want to call those, up. Go away. I don't want any. I got a bunch of crops planted. This was very painful. I don't ever want to plant this many wheat seeds again. Some have already grown, which is very cool. I did the inside of the windmill, kinda. You got the whole granary and everything in here up and running. But other than that, no. You broke my seed, you monster. Other than that, there is a few things I want to do. One of them is... Go away. Stop. Go away. First thing I'm going to do is go to bed real quick. Alright, I'm going to hide inside my base real quick and use free cam. So, like I said, we got the windmill up and running. Watered most of it, I guess. I guess there's some dry spots here. But with this up and running, we need to start really clearing out this land here to start building up the walls and the other parts of the kingdom. So there's a huge section of land right here at the center that we need to get taken out. Now, I'm not going to bore you with that now. That's something I'm going to do on my own time. And it's going to take a while. But what I need to do now is just kind of clear out some trees and stuff. This landscaping is going to be next time. But I also want to get a bridge made that connects this village path right here and connects it to about like at the shoreline with a path running, because I think right here around in this area is going to be where the entrance of the actual wall is to that opens up into the kingdom. And I kind of want to have a drawbridge, almost like we raise the ground around here a bit, have a little bitty trench, and the drawbridge, like yeah, like, you know what I mean. You know what a drawbridge is. I don't have to explain that to you. But, yeah, clear out a bunch of trees. Basically, I just need to gather a bunch of resources and tidy up things a bit. This is going to be kind of a weird episode with just a bunch of 10 to 11 care to the actual environment and stuff like that. Because the building up the kingdom is actually going to take a whole bunch of planning. And I don't have what that currently takes to build up the kingdom, so... We have to do a bunch of resource grinding, and yeah, hopefully we can get all that sorted out. Y'all are loving it here. Look at you. Eat. I also do think it is about time that we move out of the mine and actually use it for its intended purpose. It will probably stay as our storage room for now, but I want to take all my personal stuff and move it into a house down there in the village. That way the village actually has a purpose and it's not just there for the looks of it. So, I'm going to be transferring probably all the crafting resources and stuff. And I already picked out a house. So, I'm probably going to take this house up here on the hill. It's the highest house in the point, which kind of gives it some type of like, you know, like ruler of the village kind of vibe. But I want to use this house because it's got a big open floor plan. It's not furnished, which is good because I need to add my own furnishing to it. But I need to add the campfire. Other than that, though... I think that's a fairly good house to pick. Have I even added water to the well? No. Okay. A lot of the stuff is unfinished. Okay. I'm going to go with that house, and I'm going to go ahead and start moving some stuff over. You know, it feels kind of weird leaving the mine, considering it's been my home since the first episode. But, you know, a fresh start in a way. You go over here, an entirely new layout, new inspiration for things to build. But yeah, it is kind of sad to see that thing go as my home. The mine's not going anywhere. It's a beautiful, I love how it blends into the mountain, but sadly, it's time for me to move out. It's time for me to move into the village of Halver's Nook. Little fishing village. It's good for me to lay low for a while. Not looking too bad for now. Definitely need some decoration though, but just got the essentials down. Little crafting corner, little sleeping area. Then hopefully I can get some carpets placed. And the, where does this go? Yeah, and then hopefully I can get the campfire actually extended into here and have all that up and running. I'm gonna go sort my inventory and then we can get on to what we're doing next in today's episode. Oh, well, you already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna be trying to work on that bridge over there. Exact same layout or kind of bridge we have here, but just a different bridge. New bridge over there connects to a new landmass. Windmill looks so cool from over here. Very bland windmill, but it looks super cool. From a distance, at least. So in order to get that bridge built over there on the other side of the river or lake, whatever you want to call this, we'll call it a pond or a lake, I'm going to need more stone. Now, I don't know if I've covered up my stone mining spot. I'm pretty sure I covered it up. I have not covered it up. So I need to go down here and gather more stone, andesite, and the whole shebang and get everything I need. There's no great entrance in here, so I'm just gonna jump. Yeah, feather falling will help me live that. Alright, I'm gonna gather some resources and I will see you whenever I have them. So while I'm sitting here gathering resources for the bridge we're going to be building, y'all going to have to let me know how you like the series so far, what you're enjoying about it, what you don't enjoy, and stuff like that. That way it kind of helps me understand kind of like the highlights that y'all enjoy and what y'all want to see more of. It helps more than you may think, so go ahead and let me know what you want to see improved, more of, less of, and so on. I have no stone. Yeah, I'm always looking to improve my videos in every way possible, so y'all's feedback is one of the most valuable inputs on how I can change what I do in terms of video making. So any feedback is appreciated, either it be positive or negative. I appreciate it no matter what. So while we're here waiting for it to turn nighttime, I wanted to ask y'all what your thoughts on playing with some friends would be. Not on the hardcore world, just some content in general. Whether it be build battle, occasionally having a friend join along, or, you know, an entirely different series of mini games or something like that where like most of my friends come and join and compete for points or something like that in a custom-made mini game. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this because I have a couple ideas in mind, but if it's something y'all gonna want to watch, I will definitely do it. But if it's something y'all not gonna watch, I'm still probably gonna do it. Because, I mean, why not? But let me know what your thoughts are and like what you would like to see in terms of like friends tagging along and stuff like that. Because as much as I do enjoy like recording solo, it can get pretty boring and lonely sometimes. So for this bridge, I think I'm going to have it relatively straight. I don't think I'm going to have any curves or anything to it like I do on this one. I think it's going to be a pretty straight bridge just from point A to point B, which is going to be just directly across the river. Because directly on the other side of the bridge is going to be where the entrance to the keep is, like I explained earlier, so I need to figure out how this is going to get done, but y'all are going to see it in the form of a time lapse. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed that time lapse. There's a few things I did that weren't included, such as adding these little posts to the side of the wall, which makes it look kind of random, unsorted, janky, but I think it adds a lot of texture to it actually. I actually really like the way that turned out. I was trying to compare it to this one. This one blends in more, and I worked with what resources I had on me at the time, but the bridge turned out amazing. I actually really like the way that the andesite is on the sides. See if I can get it to glow just like that. Yeah, with the texture pack I'm running, it looks fantastic. It looks like there's a lot of traffic going through and everything like that. So really like the way that's turned out. Little pathway going up the hill all the way up there. Do a little free cam fly of that. So you got it going up just like that, and then I can connect this pathway to it, and that way they both head down to the bridge. And we have the bridge that eventually connect to the gate of the kingdom. And look at that, the wheat's growing too. Cool beans. Overall, I'm really happy with this bridge, but like I said, we're going to go ahead and at least start planning out where the gate is going to go. So as soon as you walk off this bridge, you're going to be granted by some towering walls and a big medieval gate. So let's see. So bridge right there. Honestly, like this distance right here, a little bit past this right here wouldn't be too bad. Gives enough room for a walkway and a drawbridge. So I think we're going to do it right here probably. And the gate is going to be 13 wide. So mark those two blocks as the center, or let's mark this one as the center. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 13 blocks. Yep, that's 13 blocks. So this is going to be how big the gate is. Just is the actual wooden part of the gate. And it's going to be about that big. So then we got to plan out the walls. I do want some towers, so probably like... I don't remember how big the towers are. This is going to be a rough sketch. Cows. Go home and shut up. Alright, so I think that actually might be a relatively good size for a tower. Because you got to remember, this is the main kingdom for the Empire. So it's got to be a pretty decently sized, pretty substantial kingdom. So that tower might even rival the gate. But we'll go with that size for now. This is probably going to be shrunk down a bit. So go ahead and construct this on the other side to get a look at what we're working with. Alright, and with the two towers constructed, or I say constructed, outlined, let's go with outlined. I do think that gate is going to be a little bit small, so I'm either going to shrink down the towers or shrink down or like make the gate bigger. But like I said, this is a rough sketch. Oh, I don't like the snow. It looks better in the texture pack, but I don't like the snow because the resolution, or like rendering, you know, frames, stuff like that. A bunch of mumbo jumbo crap. But, and then the real question is, where do I take the walls from here? So if that's the start, I mean, following where my cursor is, they're probably going to run along here, connecting all the way back here to the mountain. And then, because like at the tops of the walls where you walk, I kind of want them to go into the mountain and then have tunnels that connect. Ooh, I don't want to get spoilers. And then have tunnels that connect to the bottom basement of the kingdom that will be on top of the mountain, and that'll lead to like the guards chambers. So you come out of the guards chambers, leads to the top of the walls, and you can make your full perimeter walk. It makes sense. I'm trying to plan this out in the most like logical way possible of actually using the walls. So this wall right here probably go all the way around. We'll cover up that ravine, and it'll probably stop about right here. And right here in this little divot is going to be the little staircase up here, and then the kingdom itself is probably going to have its own walls. Okay, so I like that. Now what I need to do is I need to go run some dirt blocks, like just a little bit past that farm, so I can get an idea of what it'll look like. Now I'm not going to make them as wide as they need to be. I'm just going to run and place them. So I guess not sporadically because it's a waste of resources, but like no rhyme or reason to them, just placing down some blocks. Works a lot better with a different kind of block, but dirt's all I had, so. And I guess we'll double hide these just so we can tell where we actually placed them. And if we go into free cam, you can see that's not a bad start for the wall. Most of the kingdom's going to be divided into tiers. So you spread it all the way out over there. You're going to have your first little tier down here. And then you're going to have a second tier back here. Each tier might have 10 to 15 houses. Or I can make them even smaller. It just really depends. But I do like the way that looks. Now I'm not going to go on over to this side because there's still trees here. But what I need to do next is I need to probably move the cows. I promised them a nice pen a while ago. But I need to flatten this hill, clear these trees, cover the ravine, and just get this landscape ready for building. Because that is pretty much the next step. We're almost nearing us actually building up the walls and stuff like that. So I've got to get this area prepared. This bridge was the last connection piece I needed to make getting resources and everything over there easy. So, with that, it's turning dark. I should probably head home. But with that, that gives me a good outline to what I need to do, and I like the way that was turning out. I'm gonna sleep and we'll discuss our next plans. So the reason I've waited building the kingdom for as long as I have is because I haven't quite finished the testing worlds build of it yet. Mainly the walls. So I want to get that complete before I actually bring it over into this world. So by the time the next episode comes out, I should have that complete. Which means next episode, we're building up the walls. Which means I have a crap ton of resource gathering, crap ton of just planning and building to do next episode. So this episode was more or less just a bunch of planning and just final pieces to like bridges and stuff like that. We got the windmill finished. I kind of left it on a cliffhanger. And then we got the path running to it. We got the inside finished. Need to do a lot of work over here. I have an idea for what I can do to that hole. So next episode is going to be pretty dang packed with content. So y'all keep an eye out because I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I've been wanting to build a full-scale Minecraft castle for the longest time since I've played this game, and I think this might be my time to do it. I also want to take this time to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel recently. Your support means a lot to me, and I couldn't really do anything that I do without your support. I don't make any money from these videos, not the point of it, but I mainly just want to build up a community, so I want to thank you all for that. And we've pretty much done everything I wanted to do this episode. If it's a little short, I'm sorry, but without further ado, I will see y'all in the next episode. Take care. Thank you so much for watching.